Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Welcome to Wrath and Story. I'm your co-captain, Jay Jones, joined by my co-captain, Andrew Dickinger.
That's me.
And, of course, our grand advisor?
Super advisor.
Super
Yes?
advisor, grand advisor, super advisor, and Servo Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez.
That's me.
Yes.
Haven't recorded anything for a while.
Yeah. You feeling a little rusty, buddy? We haven't turned these systems on in quite a while. How long has it been? Was it like 6 months?
Something like that. Yeah,
Jeez.
It's been a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Well,
You were all like, oh, we're captains now. We don't need to keep a record of all the terrible things we do or whatever.
well,
What?
No, I mean...
That is.
Hold on, wait.
Hey.
I mean, that's not the only reason, right?
What?
There's another reason.
The only reason, that's not the reason at all, Jay. We talked about this.
Well, we are now Inquisitors for Hire, our new branding. Inquisitors are secretive, Daniel. We can't be recording all the very important, very secret things that we're hired for by our clients,
You forgot the subtext. We always have to have the disclaimer.
Oh, that's right. It's right there at the bottom of the card. Inquisitors for Hire, Exterminatus not included. So,
I don't know. Are we advertising to the people who listen to this? Who's even going to listen to this?
I'm hoping somebody
doesn't
listens to
matter.
this, Daniel. They've got to remember our story. We're going to
Yeah,
die.
I was going to say, I don't know why you're trying to advertise our services because we're going to die.
This is so bad. So bad. So for any historians who are listening to this, as I mentioned, we're Daniel, Andrew, and Jay. And,
Yeah, this is our final log.
our final
I guess.
log. Don't say that, Daniel. No. We're going to figure this out. But we had a great run, right? I mean, geez. We started out working for an Inquisitor, and that was a wild time. We were both
Yeah,
acolytes, Andrew. That was nuts.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
why
went on
did-
some crazy adventures. We met some queens. We went on vacations. There were zip lines. There were boats.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that we lived through like blood rain and stuff, only to die to this.
yeah, this is a pretty embarrassing way to
So-
go.
So anticlimactic.
We had a lot of bright spots, though. I mean, after the whole Inquisitor thing failed because Atris was a big old piece of shit, we managed to join a rogue trader for a while and be on the command council. That was exciting.
He became our dad.
Yeah, that old Captain Harden. I was gonna say may he rest, but he's healing, right? He's at that medical facility.
Fine.
I mean,
Jay.
haven't checked on
I guess he'll have to take back over the ship when we die here.
him. Yeah, when he wakes up. We were his sons for a short period of time. Oh God, we're gonna leave all those people back on the ship, like Fayoul and Oriange and Roban and Lady Kalia and Susan. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm sure they could make it by without us. But thing is, it's weird because you guys are probably going to starve to death.
Mm-hmm.
I am just going to maybe start rusting and run out of power because we're just trapped in this room now.
Oh, buddy, I think I know what you're asking. It. Listen, if you want us to put you down first so you don't feel any pain, we can do that. I mean, you're kind of like a close friend. Andrew, you want to rock, paper, scissors to see who kills Daniel?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna starve to death that quickly, Jay. You're gonna be the first one down for sure.
Whoa!
So, I mean, we
Whoa,
don't have
this
to
is
do it immediately.
This is a lot of pressure. You're telling me I have to kill both of you? This is, oh my God. I mean, all right. Well, hold on a
What?
second, Andrew. If you could just nudge yourself up against the wall, I'll make it quick. Where
wait,
is your
wait,
heart
what?
these
What?
days? What?
No, stop.
Hmm?
No, you're not gonna kill me right now. I mean, we're just gonna wait for you to starve to death, and
What?
then we'll hang out for a while.
I couldn't put you both through that. I know it'd be really painful to see me pass away. I I guess
I
you've
mean,
seen
I've
me
already
die
done it once.
before. Yeah. Huh. Wait a second. But what if, I die and then the two of you get rescued somehow and I'm just dead? That's terrible. I don't like this. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna stay alive as long as I possibly can. I'm gonna outlive both of you.
Okay, well then let's examine our situation. Old times. Let's huddle up. It's a very small room that we're stuck in, so we're already kind of huddled up.
Yeah.
But let's figure out our situation and figure out how to survive.
Jay, move over a little bit.
Okay. All right. Okay. I got you. I got you,
Your
Mr. Robot
sword's
Arms.
in the way.
Yeah.
Move your damn sword.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, listen. The old Witchblade, she needs distance. She needs some breathing room. You know what I mean? I've been training with this Witchblade a lot since I got it off of that weird Pearl planet, and it's all gonna go for nothing. We're all gonna die in here. I've put in so much time. I've swung this thing so much. Sucks. Oh, God.
Yeah.
All the effort we put in over the last 6 months to be the best co-captains, inquisitors for hire that we could be. I mean, what about you? You look like you've been putting in some work. You talk slightly different these days.
Well, I was taking those classes to improve my ability to speak to other people in a fashion that's not offensive.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided it wasn't for me. So instead, I just installed some subroutines that do it automatically.
What? You installed subroutines to be personable? Does that sentence make sense to you?
I mean, Jay, it only matters if it makes sense to you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Was really considerate. And wait a second, was that your subroutine or was that you?
Oh, I mean, technically both are correct. But if you must know, it was definitely
he
the
is
subroutine.
his subroutines, right?
I guess.
We're all just a bunch of subroutines, Jay.
Deep inside.
Isn't the brain just a fleshy computer?
It is. Thank you for pointing that out, Daniel, because it's most important to know that you are also a living thing, Daniel.
Yeah, you are, Daniel.
I mean, sort of.
Oh, come on. Hold on a second. This is very encouraging. I'm very thrown off by this. So you've just been upgrading your talking? Is that what you've been working on?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got this nice new jaw, and I've got, all these, different versions of it and everything that I can do, and I figured, well, if I'm working on a piece that literally is used for talking, then I might as well be able to talk better to people, right? So, that's what I did.
I guess that's fair. I mean, hey, who says this Skitarii guy can't be a very personable member of society? I think that's totally fine. I mean, look at me. I'm a human man's soul trapped in an Aeldari ranger's body, and I, from time to time, can use psychic powers. We're all complicated, is what I'm trying to say,
And I'm just a floating skull.
Yeah.
You're not just a floating skull, Daniel. You're our floating skull.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got that sweet dual barrel fire extinguisher underneath you. So we probably should have upgraded Daniel over the last 6 months. We really didn't do any of that, did we?
No, you guys have been focused on doing your captain stuff. I've just been sort of floating around, describing everything I see. The stuff I do.
You've been self-narrating this whole time?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's been doing that forever. I guess it's just a little strange because we weren't recording it. But we're recording it now. We're back in the saddle, buddy.
It's how I process things, okay? It's how I process things.
So, hold on. I'm just imagining this visual. So you just go down the hallways of the ship and narrate everything that's happening. Like, I'm going down this hall now. I've opened this door. I'm through
No,
the
I
door.
mean, I'm doing it for you guys because I feel like you guys are easily confused.
Well, I mean,
that's very
not true.
I do process my information by talking, but usually I'm talking very quietly as I'm doing my own things.
Well, fair enough. Well, Daniel, you been working on anything over the last 6 months? I feel like I should be considerate and ask you.
No. I mean, you guys have been really busy doing all your other stuff. Like, this is our, fourth job we have as Inquisitors for hire here, and I've just been mostly, I almost feel like I'm getting pushed into the background here while you guys are doing your crazy captain stuff. But that's okay. Like, that's okay.
Oh, come on, Daniel. We were working on a lot of stuff.
No. Like, it's cool. Like, I get some more me time. Like, that's good. I'm focusing on me. I've been doing a lot of research. I've been like reading more. Like, I'm just trying to improve myself. Like, I got this computer brain thing. I'm a pretty smart servo skull, and I'm trying to better myself, you know?
Well, that sounds great to me. I mean, that's excellent. We've all been trying to better ourselves. You know, I haven't just been swinging this sword around for the last 6 months. You know, I've been reading more than I normally do. To be honest, I honestly don't think I gave the Aeldari thing a good swing the first time around. So I've been trying to learn some Aeldari, you know, connect with this weird body that I'm trapped in. So, you know, been doing a little bit of that, looking into my scholarly skills and upping that, you know, classic stuff. Oh, also I've learned to train with a pistol and a sword at the same time, because that's really cool, right? You hold one pistol in one hand, you hold the sword in the other one, you can dual wield them. Yeah, I mean, I put most of my effort into that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he definitely gave it up after about 5. I'm gonna give it to you about 5 minutes.
What? No, I learned a couple words, I think.
Okay, well, again, I'm not sure how you being able to dual wield, or learning a couple of Aeldari words, or Andrew being more charming is going to help us get out of this room.
Well, speaking of...
Jay, why don't you just, like, psychic us out of here?
Well, I've been working on my psychic, obviously, because I've unlocked many powerful psychic abilities, I think. You know, well, we killed that Farseer, and that would have been a perfect opportunity for the last 6 months to learn new powerful psychic abilities, which isn't swinging
like
a witchblade.
The stone.
Yeah, I mean, look, mental force. I got that down, you know? I can knock somebody over, or a stone. So, I don't know about moving walls, though. That seems a little bit more complex.
The issue is, and again, so we're getting this on a recording so everybody knows how we died. We are trapped in this room because there was an explosion on the asteroid we're on, and a bunch of rocks have blocked the door, meaning that we are trapped in this closet. We're just trapped in a space closet in the middle of fucking barely charted space, and we're just gonna starve to death here or run out of power, and it super sucks.
Well, you forgot to mention, Daniel, that we're gonna die in this space closet dressed as pirates. Was this your idea, Andrew? I forget. Was it my idea to dress as pirates, or was it your idea?
But, I mean, you didn't even dress up. You just put that dumb scarf around your neck. I at least have the hat, and I replaced my mechanical leg with a peg leg.
It is pretty charming with the peg leg, but this scarf is not dumb.
And I put an eye patch on.
That's
You
right.
did.
Daniel's got that eye patch. And this scarf, by the way, some pirates have scarves from what I remember. Right?
What?
Pirate scarves? They gotta keep warm when they're up on that deck, you know, in the wind.
I gave you a pamphlet of possible choices. Did you even glance at it?
You put that pamphlet near another pamphlet, and I might have gotten the pamphlets confused for cold warp winter wear. That might have been what happened. But hey, this isn't just a regular scarf. This used to formerly be the robes of a Farseer, which I cleaned. No longer has blood in it. I caught a few of those spots, and now it's a comfortable scarf. And I think that Farseer would have really liked to know that their very fancy robe went on to look like this.
Yes. Well, I love that we played dress up one last time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I guess we should get this all on record, right? Okay, we were hired by Phineas T. Lort the 39th at Port Wander to recover some important documents that were stolen by a pirate raider named Felix Sprengling. Okay? We tracked Felix down. He's on an old abandoned Mechanicus research base that's on an asteroid in the middle of space.
Yeah, I remember that.
We were supposed to go here. We were going to meet up with him. He was going to sell these important documents. I don't even know what's important about these documents. These important documents to the highest bidder pirate. So we were like, instead of attacking him, what if we went disguised as pirates and just bought him? And it seemed like an okay idea. Thing is, we couldn't go in with all our forces. We just had to go in with our like small crew of just us. And well, it all kind of went to shit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I just had a thought. So all of those pirates are after us because of what we did. Maybe they'll dig us out.
Why would they dig us out?
Well, because they want to kill us.
So you're saying that they'll create the hole in the wall to put holes in us, and then we don't allow that to happen, right?
Yeah, because, like, you know, a way out is a way in, and therefore, that, you know, they'll try to get in, but they won't be ready for what we got coming. Yeah.
Yeah, because when we, after that great performance that the both of you did during the auction, when we had to start running from all of the angry pirates who realized what we were up to,
that's a good
they
point.
started shooting grenades at us and rockets.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, those guys have like a lot of armor, so let's just blow them up. And they blew up part of the asteroid, and that's why we're trapped in this closet, because there's a bunch of asteroid in front of us.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty
right.
sure they're shooting at us because of Jay's shitty scarf and,
What?
like, not being on brand with the whole pirate thing. You
Oh,
know,
come on. I've got a great
deep
pirate accent. Gar! Here I am to get your space treasure.
You
Ha-ha!
at least tried to do an accent, Andrew. What did you do? You sounded like, oh, I'm just going to be Mr. Charming. These pirates didn't want to be charmed. These pirates are assholes.
Listen, I threw in a yar occasionally, a sexy yar, and it worked just fine. I mean, all of those pirate ladies were clearly not connected to the pirates that are angry at us for any reason.
Andrew, you do realize those were, like, I'm pretty sure you were flexing on someone else's lady, right? You do know that, right?
You know, it's just occurred to me that could be part of the problem.
Wait a second. Are we being, like, hunted down to be killed because he made moves on someone else instead of my very exceptional pirate accent that was clearly passable for everybody?
Well, I think part of the problem was Andrew tried to flirt with Captain Abby Russell, who knew him already.
Oh,
And I guess
yeah.
Andrew didn't recognize her.
Oh, yeah.
There's just so many people to remember. This subroutine takes up so much space.
It's going to be all right, buddy. You can't be charming all the time. Sometimes you just have to punch people. And good news, we're in a situation where I think we're going to have to punch and or shoot a lot of people.
So, like, the thing is, though, that's weird is I thought they would have killed us by now. That's what's sort of weird, because we're kind of starving to death. I heard a bunch of other explosions while we've been trapped in here, which also doesn't make a lot of sense, because, like, who were they shooting at? I guess it was a pirate free-for-all or something? I don't really know. I mean, what we got to do is we got to try to get back to the shuttle, and then we could go and fly back to the ship that brought us here, meet up with Guybrush, and then get back to the Flexible Demeanor. But we got to get to the landing bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting. So, 2 questions. 1, we have to figure out how to get out of this room. 2, we should maybe try to figure out what the hell is going on out there, unless the pirates all turned on each other, which feels very unpirate-like, right? Aren't they a big... Oh, wait a second. I mixed up that pamphlet as well. Dang it, that's right. Pirates tend to kill each other, don't they?
Yes.
So maybe they've turned on each other, which could be worth a distraction.
It was some of the best and most dangerous pirate crews in the Coronis Expanse. They're all trying to get these documents because apparently they think they can give them to Pirate Lord Carid Val on the planet of Iniquity. He's like a pretty scary pirate lord.
Ooh, it's kind of pretty scary pirate name.
Okay, so problem. Now you're talking about how they may all be fighting each other. That means they're not trying to come and kill us, which means they're not going to be digging us out.
Okay, so back to problem number 1. How do we get out of this room? Okay, let's check equipment. Andrew, what are you armed with?
I mean, the same things I usually am. My shock pistol and the most powerful weapon in the universe.
Of course, the shock maul that destroys all things. Okay, I've got my shuriken pistol, not going to be useful against rocks. I've got my ranger long rifle, again, not useful, and my witchblade. Now, I haven't taken this bad boy to stone before, but it's pretty powerful. I mean, it's a warp weapon after all. Maybe I could chop me through some stone. I don't know. I mean, it is made of wraith bone, which who knows if it's tougher than this crap, whatever all this rock is made of.
It could probably cut through some of it, but like it's going to take a while to start chopping through it. Same thing with your shock ball. I think part of the reason your shock ball is so powerful is because it shocks things and like messes with their nervous system. These rocks don't have nervous systems.
Well, hold on a second. And I get up and I maneuver myself in this tight space over to the walls away from the rock slide. Daniel, what's behind these walls here as I bonk my little shock maul on them to see if
Yeah,
they'll
I
blow?
guess there's like some metal walls right here, but behind it might just be Asteroid. I don't know. You know, this would be an example of where you should make an awareness check.
You know, I might just do that. So what is the difficulty, Daniel?
Difficulty 3.
Okie dokie. All right, I got good. We're off to a great start. I've got good news and I've got bad news.
Oh, no.
The good news is I pass. The bad news is I rolled a 1 on my wrath die.
It has begun! Fresh start! Fresh start. We roll once on rat die still. What?
Don't forget who you're talking to.
Oh.
I'm just going to take a point of ruin here.
You're not going to collapse the asteroid hit on us and crush us?
Oh,
That's
no,
the end
I
of
got
our
things.
adventure.
Andrew's bonking the shock ball against the wall and just, oh, what's this? It's a crack in the whole wall.
I
Just
wonder if
This
this is legendary.
is truly our last document. We were going to
Yeah.
starve to death.
I wonder if
Rocks
this is
fall,
legendary.
everyone dies.
Bang! It just crushes us instantly.
Oh, okay. So just
It is the true shitty end to a campaign. Rocks fall, everyone dies. Fuck you. Go listen to another podcast, I guess. Oh, wait, never mind.
do you think
Okay,
Susan's
so I
running her
think
own
Pat-
finance podcast? I should check that out. It's probably
Yeah,
cool.
you know, there are a lot of people doing podcasts now. Ever since like we put out the old podcasts, like people have been listening to it on the ship. And some of it, I mean, I've edited it a little bit, and I think the Imperial Scribe was editing some of it too. But they were trying to make you guys sound like heroes.
Wait, they were? That's
Yeah, yeah,
great.
yeah.
Oh man, they
that's
cut
pretty
out a
rad.
lot of. So they cut out all like the crazy stuff that we've said. Oh, thank God. Oh,
And done. Don't forget the dumb part, the crazy stuff we've done. That got cut out, right?
Yeah, anything that people have heard on the podcast so far is the best version of us. We've left out the parts where we've been.
Oh,
complete
good.
monsters.
Those have got to be really short. But that's great. That's great news. The Imperial Scribe and you, Daniel, are doing good work. Thank goodness. And we'll cut out most of the stuff we've said here, right? If we make it out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello again, just your friendly Imperial Scribe here to remind you that space piracy is still a big concern these days. So always keep a lookout for the notable signs, such as eye patches, colorful birds, and of course, historically inaccurate accents. With your crew informed, you can rest easy. And while you're resting, why not check out our Patreon? Dozens of hours of bonus adventures, completely pirate-free. Most of the time. And with that said, we return you now to the boys.
Okay. So we know something bad is going to happen eventually. But what good thing? Because he did pass.
I did pass.
It does seem like actually they might have hollowed out a deeper part of this asteroid past this wall here. The actual research base that we were on, which is just sort of built into the side of this asteroid and sort of dug down a little ways into it, was built by the AdMech a while ago. It's a little unclear what happened. It's on the edge of a warp storm known as the Cauldron. And I think they were studying that or something like that. The reason the pirates like to use this as a base, actually, is because it's so close to the warp storm, large vessels have difficulty getting here. So none of the pirates could bring like their big frigates and stuff to like all be shooting at each other. It's sort of a more peaceful place to go because it's so close to a smoldering warp storm. So I guess that's not really peaceful. But this is a research-based Coronis Iota, and there's not really any records of what happened here. They just all sort of disappeared at some point. But it seems like, I'm sorry, I'm giving you a history lesson here. Really what matters is, it seems like this asteroid base might go deeper than we thought. It's not just on the surface. There must be like deeper recesses to the base. Maybe they were doing some mining or something here.
Yeah, well, I would say that the style of the base is definitely like Deco 10, probably. So these walls are probably pretty thin.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the part that's like hollow is actually more below us, really.
Wait, what? Like below our feet?
Yeah, below our feet. I think there might be like, if we start breaking through the walls here, we might be able to go deeper into the asteroid. I don't know if that helps us.
And I immediately smash my mace down at the ground.
Make a weapons check.
Does he hit the ground?
Well, no, he's gonna hit the ground. We're just gonna figure out how much damage he does to the ground.
That's true.
Zero hesitation. Just like, well, we're going to die here
All right,
anyway.
all right, Daniel, what's the difficulty? There's got to be one.
Difficulty 1.
Oh.
Difficulty 1.
Fail it, hit your foot.
Okay. That was an amazing roll. I can, in fact, push 3 6s. I rolled a 1 on my wrath die.
Oh my god! How?
Jeez.
I mean, I know
I'm
what...
putting this die
I
away.
100% know
Hell.
what's going to happen because of that one, if this is successful.
I mean, we're gonna fall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is exactly what happens.
Especially because he gave us no warning. He was just like, all right, cool. Slam.
And
Yeah.
hit it with
I don't
an
need us to
sword?
do damage. I just wanted to see how many like 6s you could push to see how well you were going to break through it. 5s and 6s you could push. And we just fall. The floor gives way. You were right. The floor was pretty shallow, and we just fall.
And you what? Just start falling through.
Yes.
I will have you know that like it was very sudden because my roll, I have a 9 weapon skill, and the wrath die was the only fail.
Jeez. Well, it wasn't moving, so I'd expect you to connect decently well.
You guys are all going to suffer 1 mortal wound from the fall.
All right. And how far do we fall? Like, is it just down a room?
About 1 story.
Oh my god.
But the thing is, like, we're sliding on some walls. It's a little bit of an angle that we're falling down. But
Can I actually
there's rocks
see
and
if I
stuff.
can
Yeah.
make an athletics check to, like, not be messed up? I mean, it is only 1 mortal wound, but it is a wound.
Yeah, you can make an athletics check.
It's kind of my thing. I'm a
Yeah, it is kind of your thing.
super leth. I'm so leth. Here we
You're
go. What's
about to not be able to.
I've already got you. I've already got your commitment, Daniel, that I can do this. What's the difficulty for the athletics check? To like, basically, I'm caught unawares, so it might make it more difficult. But to like catch the side of, you know, do some
It would
do some
normally
wall
be like
jumping.
a difficulty 3. I'm gonna buff it up to a difficulty 4 just by 1 because you weren't expecting it.
Okay. All right. I've got a 5 in athletics, so let's see how we go here. Da-da-da-da. Oh, that was a 6, and then it stopped being a 6. No, I failed.
Okay, cool. You take 1 mortal
I
wound.
got only a 1 on that. Yikes!
We're off to such a great start.
Real surprised. I was like, no, you know what happened, Daniel? How I took that mortal wound is we were falling, and I was like, here's my moment. I go to I angle towards the wall, I'll wall jump, and then I just hit it wrong and break my ankle, and I'm like, oh, and just tumble the rest down.
All
Yeah,
right.
I just hit the slope like a bag of bricks. Like, just totally unprepared for it. Just
Oh my god! Why? Why didn't you
All right.
say anything? Oh.
I mean, I got us out of the room.
Oh my
Well,
leg.
now we're just in another room, and this one's dark. I mean, I guess the darkness isn't that big of a deal. I can see in the dark. I'm a robot skull.
I mean, I can see in the dark because I've got night vision.
Yes, you both can see in the dark. You're both so cool. Ah, my fucking leg.
You're fine, Jay. Just hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do a Medicaid check and inject him with some random chemicals.
Wait.
Good news, I didn't roll one.
I was gonna say, your trend right now is real bad.
I did roll a 2. It was close.
Oh my goodness.
But I only just passed. So because I have a med kit, it means I don't suffer a penalty, but I need to push 6s to give you additional wounds, but luckily you've only lost 1 wound, so you get that wound back. Your ankle's just fine as I stab a big syringe into your leg.
Ah! God! I mean, thank you, but jeez. Oh my God, I never get used to that, ever. Oh. Anyways.
So we are in what's probably, I mean, we should probably get some light on for Jay. I don't know if there's any light switches in here. I think
I wonder if there's a Skitari man in here who's got any sort of, I don't know, light accoutrements attached to him somewhere.
I guess I can turn my lights on, and as I'm aiming at Jay, I flip them on high beams.
Ah! Oh my God!
Is that better? Is that enough light
Yeah,
for
it's
you?
so much better! Oh, God! Oh, man. Okay. Well, what do we see, Daniel?
So this appears to be some sort of, it was probably a laboratory at one point, but the whole thing seems to have been destroyed, like sort of ripped apart. You see like operating tables, cabinets full of like mechanical supplies and whatnot, both biological and technological. I mean, biology is a kind of technology, whatever, you know what I mean. And this whole thing looks like it's just been ransacked. You also see many bones on the floor and ripped apart technology from Mechanicus researchers.
Probably. Dead robot men! Jesus!
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
What? What do you mean it happens? This floor is just filled with bones and parts of robot people. This is messed up.
Well, I mean, we're around like hazardous stuff all the time. I'm surprised that this is what freaks you out. I mean...
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know of a room on the Flexible Demeanor where we just keep bones and charred remains of, I don't know, robot people or whatever? Is that a room that you're aware of?
Guess Jay hasn't been to the subdecks at all. Anyways,
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
So I mean, like it's probably fine. This has been long abandoned, right, Daniel? I mean,
Yeah, I wonder what did this though.
Well, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let me get down close to the ground here and look at some of the... Yep, that's a bone. Daniel, I'd like to do an investigation on this room. And I'm real sharp, folks. I got a 4 in investigation, so watch out. Daniel,
Difficulty 3 to get a general idea of what happened here.
I like how
More
you didn't
than these things died.
I like how Daniel wasn't reaching there. It's like, just to get, I don't know, a general idea of what's happened. Here we go, everybody. I'll have you know. First off, that was incredible. Daniel, not only did I get a 3, but I got an additional 6 that I can push. That was a perfect die roll. That was 3 4s and a 6. Yes.
So these people were ripped apart mostly by like claws and talons and hooks. It seems like some sort of aggressive Xenos did this, probably.
Ooh, talons and hooks, you said?
Yes. Yeah, talons and hooks and claws.
Oh, that sounds pretty bad.
As you're looking at them a little bit more, and maybe this is from a little bit of your scholarly things and whatnot, there seems to be like signs of like acidic toxins, just tiny bits of toxin remaining on the metal bones that were part of these people. It looks like the weird thing is that like, I said there were bones here before, but really it was like the metal bones were here. There is like absolutely no biological material left in this room. It's all been it's all gone, which is kind of crazy as you're looking at it.
Oh, that's unsettling. I definitely found out about the acidic thing because I touched one of the bones. I was like, what's this? It's acid,
Do you need
I think.
another shot?
No. I'm good.
Yeah.
As you're just like reloading, like.
I'm like, huh? And then you just see a little arm come out of my cloak that has some kind of spray bottle as well. Huh?
No, not the spray. Don't need the needle or the spray. I'm all good. And I just like out of like my pouch, I pull like a small like dinosaur Band-Aid and put it over my finger. All good. Daniel, can I just knowing what I know now with my incredible investigation, can I do a scholar check to just think about like what Xenos or what race has a proclivity to this type of like brutality and acidic weaponry?
Yeah, you make a scholar check.
All right. What's the difficulty to discern that?
This one would be difficulty 5, I think.
Ooh, I'm gonna need a real good one again.
What's your scholar check?
Now my
Okay.
scholar used to be real bad, but it is now 2 better than it was. It's a 6. It's still not good, but hey, my we just saw my investigation got the job done. So we'll see. So I need a 5 here, Daniel.
Yes.
I'm going to assist him by leaning down next to him with a spray bottle at the ready, and you see a big magnifying glass come out, and I'm just going,
It's very encouraging to see that big magnifying glass. I was like, oh yeah, thinking as one. Here we go. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes. That was an excellent roll. I got a 5 exactly. 3 of the dice failed. 2 of them were 6s, and the other was a 5. And one of those 6s was my wrath dice. Yeah! Oh, man. All that reading is paying off. I'm learning so many things.
Okay. I'm not sure what to do with the 6 on your wrath die. Maybe you could just grab a point of glory.
Yes.
But
let's do
yes, glory. Thank you.
it. Yes.
Jay, you're realizing this maybe at the same time as I'm realizing this, as we're sort of thinking together here. And look, I don't want to say it. Nobody wants to say this. But this looks like Tyranids, right?
I was hoping it would
yeah,
be
yeah.
Tyranids.
I mean, it's definitely Gene Stealers. Yeah, no problem. And you
No,
notice
this is
that,
not Gene Stealers. No, this is not Gene Stealers.
I mean, isn't it always Gene Stealers, though?
No, it doesn't
No,
always have
this
to be
look-
Gene Stealers.
No, this looks like, and Jay, you could actually sort of identify this in great detail. This is probably like Termagants and Hormagaunts did this. Now, I don't know if everybody knows what those are, but these are sort of the infantry of the Tyranids, who are a massive army of teeth and claws that are set on consuming the entire galaxy.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of big old nasty bug things.
Yeah, and they like all have when they're near like their leaders, like they all connect in like a hive mind and stuff.
Yeah, it's no good. And they in Hormagaunts and Termagants, you said, right? So the Termagants
Yes.
are like the I was gonna say little guys, but they're still like, I don't know, half the size of each of us. And usually there's a bunch
and
of them.
they shoot flesh borers to go through people's bodies out of their hands.
Oh, well
Their
that sounds
claws, so that's not good.
sounds gross.
And then the Hormagaunts are the ones that just are all about claws. They run and they jump on you and they rip you apart with their big claws.
yeah, those big talons. That's bad. Okay.
And
well,
you know, they're constantly changing in their bodies. They have poison, they have toxin, they have acid, all sorts of great stuff.
yeah. Well, I don't know about all of you, but the hairs in the back of my neck are straight up, and I stand up because I was leaning down, and I look around the room, and I notice that I can't see anything, so I quickly grab Andrew and turn Andrew to look around the room as like a person flashlight, basically, like quickly turning him one way to the other end of the room, just to see like if there's like a big creepy bug thing somewhere in this room. Do I see anything, Daniel?
Make an awareness check.
Ah, boy.
Some Tyranids are known to be very stealthy.
Okie dokie. Well, my awareness is a 5. What's the difficulty with a big spotlight, man? I'll add. Andrew he's got a whole bunch of lights on him.
You know, this is actually going to be an opposed roll. So this on stealth here.
Opposed roll. Opposed to the darkness. That could be the only thing that's opposing me, right? Because there's nothing in here.
Yeah, of course.
Go. Well, as long as we're aware. And I very am so, because I'm rolling it now. Okay. incredible roll. Incredible roll, I'll tell you. Because in total, I had 3 6s and a 5. So that is 7. But I also got a 1 on my wrath die.
The difficulty was 1. There's nothing hiding in here. But I had to make you think that there was.
No!
He got you, Jeff.
But I succeeded so well! And then failed at the same time.
I'm just going to take 1 more point of ruin here.
Oh,
Not off to a good start. He's already got 2.
dang it.
Ooh.
Well, look, I got it out of the way. I had some really good rolls, and I was bound to roll a 1. So I'm glad I got it
There's
out.
like
on
a
that
1
one.
in 3 chance.
Yeah,
like, that's how.
For
it
us,
works.
there's a 1 in 3 chance, or often a 50-50, it seems.
So I'm gonna go the opposite direction, right? Because like I've only rolled badly, so now I'll roll good for the rest.
Yeah. I was hoping you were going to say goodly.
For
Good-
a
I mean,
computer,
goodly.
you don't understand probability very well.
We got
Things had to be purged when I put in, the gentleman software. So
this. The
You know what? Human
gentleman
beings
software.
don't understand probability very well, so it's probably best that you don't understand probability very well to interact with the rest of them.
I'm just going to say this. That's a software called the gentleman software. That's some nefarious software, right?
Yeah, what? Where did you get that? Who wrote the gentleman software?
It's just called the gentleman software.
Did you get this from a bunch of men's rights activists? Like, what is going on here?
No, I didn't get it from that, and I definitely got it from reputable locations. So and that's all we have to say about that. Moving on.
Okay.
Keep an extra watch on you, sir. Okay.
Okay, so we're in this lab, and there is a door that leads out of here that sort of leads back towards the station, and then another that goes deeper into the asteroid.
Andrew, what do you think?
I mean, both are good options.
Equally? Is the
I
probability
mean, we should probably
still...
go back into the station, right? But then we're going to be dealing with angry pirates shooting grenade launchers and stuff. Or we go deeper into the facility and possible treasures await.
Possible treasures. That does sound intriguing. I mean, it is a research station. They probably had some cool stuff here. And who's to say that there aren't Tyranids up there? I mean, I guess back up at the station, top, I mean, we're hearing all that fighting.
Oh.
Maybe it's the Tyranids, right?
Yeah, they were shooting grenades and stuff everywhere. Maybe they woke them up.
Ooh, that's a bad thing. But good news, they're all up there making noise. And if we're down here not making noise, maybe there's another way we can find off the station. Maybe we could, I don't know, find some way to, I don't know, send a signal out to Man Brush or Guy Brush. Who's on the shuttle again?
So, to remind you guys, we came over on the shuttle ourselves. We couldn't bring the flexible demeanor here because of the cauldron, the warp storm. It was sort of designed by that. We actually came in one of our smaller ships, because we have these other ships now. Guybrush led a Viper-class scout ship over here that we hopped on a shuttle and traveled over. So the Child of the Prophets should be nearby, but they're waiting for a signal to come in. I honestly don't know. The meeting took place when this asteroid was closest to the Cauldron warp storm, so I don't know if they could get in now, but we could send in a message, and he's a pretty good pilot. He could probably get close. But we'll need to get to the shuttle in the landing bay or have them send another shuttle over.
Okay. Well, maybe we could find another exit point where they could shoot a shuttle over. We get on that, we get out of here, don't have to deal with any Tyranids, and don't have to deal with any pirates. I think it's a win-win, right?
Well, I think in that case, I better find a terminal maybe that's still functioning so I can get some schematics of this place.
Yeah, schematics. That always sounds good, whatever it means. Do any of these terminals work?
There is a terminal here. The power it doesn't have any power flowing to it. Make a tech use check.
All right. This is one of my best skills. I can surely roll well. I mean, Jay said that I would be rolling well for the rest of the adventure, so if I don't, it's all on him.
Of course, that's the thing I said.
Difficulty 5.
All right. Well, I'll have you know, nothing special on my wrath die, except that it is a success. I not only got a 5, but I can push 2 6s.
Ooh, baby.
All right. As you're looking into it, there is still power to the base. It actually seems to be you are on like a separate power system than the rest of the research base. It seems like there's maybe like 2 generators and they both power things differently. So this must be like, I don't know, the secret lab generator that you're connected to.
I like secret lab generators. That sounds nice.
Me too.
The secret lab generator seems to still be some power output, just like a trickle, if you will. You could divert it to this console right here and get a look and turn on the terminal and like access it and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm sure it'll have no negative effects. Here we go.
All right. So you transfer energy over to the terminal that you're looking at. It takes a while to boot up as it awakens from its long sleep.
Bwom.
Yeah.
Booting.
I start smacking the side of it. Wake up. Let's go.
You turn it on, and as you're looking at it, you have access to the this terminal, and it has a bunch of information on something called Project Serrated Talon. Which seems to be some sort of secret project that was being worked on this base, while the other they were conducting some other research in the upper, like more public-facing research base on the Cauldron Warp Storm, but the real research was being done down here.
I'm like leaning over Andrew's shoulder as he's like doing his techie stuff on this screen. I'm like, what's going on? What are you finding out, buddy?
What do you want to try to look at here, Andrew? So you could like start looking at the files on the project. You could start looking at the generator. You can start looking at schematics. What do you want to look at first?
I think we can look up some project files first because we want to know if there's any cool loot down here that we can definitely get away with. So I'm going to open those files first.
All right. It looks like most of these files have been purged. Like it looks like a lot of them have just been deleted.
Oh,
That is not fair. Recovery.
You did push a 6 on your raft die to turn this on, right? Oh, not raft die, but you were able to push a 6 to turn this on, right?
he finds the folder that just says passwords.
So they deleted everything, but they didn't really delete it. So they sort of dragged it to the recycling bin and
they
deleted it.
didn't empty it.
No, they did empty it, but actually that stuff doesn't really get erased until something else needs to get put on the data there. So the data is still sitting there until it gets overwritten. And Andrew, you're smart enough to know how to sort of access the old data that's supposed to be deleted. But if you don't do a good job of actually deleting stuff, because maybe you're running away in a hurry, you can access old information that's supposed to be deleted.
Yeah, what a bunch of amateurs. I mean, like, they didn't even hit the delete twice button. What a bunch of noobs.
Wait, you're saying if you just delete stuff once, it doesn't stay deleted? Like, someone could go into my my Vox machine in my room and check old deleted files because they'd be still there?
Oh, yeah, especially if someone's actively backing them up all the time.
We gotta make it back. We gotta make it back to the ship. We can't die here. I gotta get back there. I got a machine to destroy. Cool. Yeah, so never mind. Present, keep things present. What do you got? What are you unlocking?
So mostly you are able to pull up sort of pictures of dissected Tyranids. They were sort of doing experiments on them. They were in particular trying to find the organ that connects it to the hive mind. Like they were trying to figure out what organ or like thing inside a Tyranid connects it to the greater hive mind.
Ooh.
So that's the first thing that you're looking at. And then as you're going through them, a lot of the files are corrupted. It's sort of hard to figure it out. You do see that then you see what can only be described as a Tyranid servitor, where whatever they were doing here, they were putting mechanical parts onto Tyranids to try to disconnect them from the hive fleet and control them directly.
What? By the way, I don't know what any of this stuff says. I'm just looking at the pictures and like the screen grabs and like the recorded footage that's been popping up as he's scrolling through these files.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
It looks like they were making servitor Tyranids.
Why? What?
Yeah, they were trying to turn these these monsters into weapons to be used by whoever was in charge of this place. I wonder who was in charge of this place.
Do we have any details or files of like any names or anybody who signed off on the orders to, I don't know, send funding this way? Anything you can dig up, Andrew?
It seems to be, wow, there's actually a lot of layers of protection on this stuff.
The problem is, as you are going through it, there's a lot of encryption and a lot of it has been lost and deleted already. The thing that you're seeing is, and this is something you see when I don't know if you've ever seen this before when you're going through files. There's a big eye with a skull that pops on it, the letter I, that you recognize as the symbol of the Inquisition, locking you out.
So this is embarrassing. Professionally, it seems a lot of this has been blocked by the Inquisition.
Well, that's not cool. We're in the same profession.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think they'd leave us a professional courtesy. The weird part is that they were less concerned with, like, the actual project being revealed than they were about who was connected to it.
That is a good observation, yes. Yeah, whatever serrated talon was, it's unclear who was transporting these Tyranids or how they were even getting here and who was funding it.
Serrated Talon. Why does that name sound so familiar? Serrated Talon.
Nope, I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about this. That.
Well, this is a fascinating history lesson, but I would like to maybe get off this rock.
Okay, that's a good
same.
point, Daniel. All right, well, any details you can find in there, Andrew, on how we can get out of here? Maybe a second loading dock or anywhere we can escape?
Yeah. I'm gonna get the schematic right now, and I download the schematic to my wrist display.
All right. So as you're looking at the schematic, it looks like there is a secret landing bay that was in the sort of lower side of this, where they would transport what is called sensitive biological materials.
Yeah, not shady at all. Well, I think we found our best possible exit, so that's good news.
Also noted on this here, it says this on the map, it says this on most of the files you were looking at, it says this pretty much on every screen. You're sort of like clicking the X whenever this pops up, but it is sort of saying like, warning, containment breach. Pretty much everywhere.
It's just on every page. It's like a blinking, it's like a notification every time Andrew keeps swiping it away, like, and it's just like, no, seriously, the containment is bad. Like, come on now.
No, it's just pop-up ads. Just ignore it. It's probably old.
Just some malware in here. Just like, yeah, whatever.
So let's go. I know exactly where we need to go. Just this way, that way, and that way, and then we're there, and then we can get out.
Small note as you're sort of leaving. You keep clicking away those notifications, and then you see one more notification pop up from like a generator, like the power management. And it says, stasis system compromised.
Andrew, what does that say?
Oh, it's not important. I mean, like, we diverted power so we could get access to this terminal, and it may have, altered the stability of some other systems. No big deal.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened here. By turning the power on here, and in particular running some high-level processes to recover deleted data, you've been putting a lot of power to this terminal and taking it away from other systems.
Well, Andrew, what does that exactly mean? Like, what kind of systems are we talking about? Like, what did we divert power away from?
It's just the stasis systems. It's not a big deal.
Stasis systems
for what? We just need to get out of here.
Okay. All right. Well, if you don't seem concerned, I guess I'm not concerned.
I know what the stasis systems are, right? Like, I know what it is. It's bad. It's those monsters.
Wait.
I mean, they're probably not even here anymore. It's just, the system doesn't know if they're inside the stasis pods. It just says that it's compromised.
But they were compromised. You were just saying when you diverted the power. I mean, we were worried about the Termagants and the Hormagants that were in here before because they were already out and running amok and hopefully, killing a whole bunch of pirates right now. But whatever was in stasis just became unstasis when you turned that on, right?
Yeah. I mean, we knew we were getting into this.
And I'm like looking around the room now at like every possible like vent and whatnot. I'm like, I draw my shuriken pistol and unsheath my witchblade. Okay, well, we should probably get moving then, right?
Okay, so we're going to need to, now we're going to have to make the choice. We could go deeper into the asteroid towards the secondary docking bay. However, that does go next to the room that says stasis on it. Or we could try to go into the station itself, where there might be pirates running around, or maybe they've all been eaten. I don't know. We haven't even seen a Tyranid. Maybe they're all dead. They're probably not all dead. But it's sort of the choice that we need to make.
Okay, you know what? I can handle this, Jay. And it's starting to maybe become a little bit alarmed at how nonchalant I am at this. Like something's wrong.
I'm beginning to become alarmed? Yes, I'm very alarmed.
And I put my hand on your shoulder, Jay. I believe in you. You have the power to alter your own destiny. Let's go! And I just start marching towards the alternate landing bay.
Andrew starts marching there, and I follow him, but like there's definitely a moment where like I'm just like staring, watching him walk that way, like, what the hell is going on with him? But I now realize I'm in a dark room because the lights are on Andrew and he's walked away, so I quickly follow after him.
All right, make awareness checks.
Oh no.
I'm not telling you the difficulty.
Oh, last time I gave a ruin to a thing. All right. My awareness is a 6, so let me give it a try here.
I'll wait till you roll to then tell you my result.
That wasn't too bad. I got a 4 on my awareness.
Okay. Andrew, what'd you get?
Well, in total, I got a 6. But I'll have you know, I got a 6 on my rat die.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Cool. What do you want to do with that 6?
Glory, I think.
Okay.
Well, we've got 2 glory now. That's nice.
I mean, we gotta match the ruin that you gave it to whatever.
We're just balancing the scales.
All right. You guys do not see anything.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably... Last time I did this, you faked us out, and there was nothing in that room, so I'm just assuming we're fine still.
We think there was nothing in the room. Maybe there was something watching us the whole time. Probably not.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that, Daniel?
Wait. Jay, do you hear that?
What? What the hell was that sound?
No, I swear I heard something.
Yeah, I thought I did too. What the Hold on, okay. And I'm spinning around. I've got my witchblade out. I've got my shuriken pistol. Looking at, like, every corner. Like, because the lights from your system, Andrew, are just barely catching some of the shadows. Like, it's only one directional. So I'm, like, just looking around, just trying to watch the edges. This is really unsettling, guys. There could be something in here.
And the lights go out.
What the hell? Hey, Andrew? Andrew? Andrew!
And then the lights come on. Gotcha!
Dude, what the hell? Don't do that. That is not funny.
God.
That is not funny. There's like
Daniel, the look on his face. Oh
no,
my
you're
God.
right. You know, we needed a little levity in this very, we're still probably going to die today, but it's nice to laugh a little bit, too.
God, that's
Oh
not
my God.
funny.
He's the
Come
only one that
on.
can't see in the dark. It's so great.
Yeah. I almost didn't even notice the lights went out, because I could
Oh,
see in the
yes, you
dark.
can both see in the dark. So cool. So funny. Jeez. And... Oh, okay. All right. I get it. Okay, Andrew, come on. The joke is only funny one time. Turn the lights back on. Turn the lights back on. Buddy? Andrew?
Andrew? Where did Andrew go? No, Andrew? Okay, no, this isn't really funny, Andrew. Jay, okay, let me see if I can get my lights on. I know you can't see anything. Jay? Andrew? Where did they... Oh, no.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. It seems our boys have gone missing? That must be a technical malfunction, or I'm not sure. Tune in next time to... Wait a second. You can listen to our next episode right now? On Patreon? Why, yes. You see, on Patreon, our backers are always one entire episode into the future. There you can also enjoy bonus episodes and get access to our Discord, where you can chat with the boys along with tons of other wonderful listeners every day. definitely check it out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. If you enjoyed this episode, why not leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast app? We'd really appreciate it. Also, our theme song was composed by Kyle Fryer. You can check out his music on SoundCloud. And until next time, goodbye.